I am talking to you from the future.
Hey, what's up? It's Wick for Xiaomify, and today we're looking at Xiaomi's all-new smart camera glasses with AR and AI, and we might find a few more buzzwords. But is it any good? Well, let's find out. Let's go. In the box, which actually looks really good, we can first find the glasses frame. Below that, we'll find a carrying case, a microfiber cloth, nice, some instruction manual, and inside the carrying case, it's got a USB-C to 2-pin charging cable and a demo pair of glasses in case you need to have this with prescription glass. First out of the box, I was intrigued. It looks nicely made, it feels good, but let's have a look at its tech specs and let's try it out. The Xiaomi Media Smart camera glasses are 17.2 by 18.6 centimeters in size with a height of around 3.5 centimeters and they weigh in at about 100 grams. Inside it's got a Snapdragon processor, 32 gigs of storage, a 1020 milliamp hour battery that's good for about 3 hours of on-screen use. It's got Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity to connect to your phone and it connects over Wi-Fi. On the front we can find a tiltable 0.23-inch Sony micro OLED display with a brightness of about 3000 nits. It's got a small LED light that can indicate that you're taking a photo or video, and on the right side of the frame it's got a dual camera setup with a 50 megapixel main camera and an 8 megapixel 5x telephoto lens. On the back of the frame it's got a little on-off button to turn the glasses on, and on the right side of the frame it's got a touch sensor that allows you to navigate through its menus, take photos and more. On the bottom of the temples it's got a grill which is a heatsink and microphone, and last but not least it's got the little charging connectors on the bottom to snap the charger on. So how does it look, and well, what does it do? As you can tell, it looks very much like this, really sci-fi looking as you can see. And I noticed that people on the street noticed this as well. I definitely got some looks when wearing it. So first, how's that little display and what does it do? The display can be adjusted both vertical and horizontally to adjust to your eye position. And once it's adjusted, I was quite surprised to see at how well I could actually see the text on this tiny display that is that close to my eye. And what you can do with it for now is quite simple. Per default, it opens up the camera. You can go through the menu by holding 2 fingers on the side of the glasses. You can then navigate through this menu by swiping that from front to back. You can go into a menu item by tapping on it. And right now it's got the camera, some time-lapse function, an explainer menu, and the translation menu. So here I'm opening up the camera. It's loading that with some eye-opening animation. And right now it opened up the photo camera. You can simply take a photo by tapping on the temples again. Zooming in you can do by swiping over that. You can swap between the photo camera and video mode by swiping up and down on the glasses temples. From there you can zoom again by swiping and start recording by tapping. Holding 2 fingers takes you back to the menu again, where we can check out the translation menu. This gives you a live translation of any conversation. In my case, with the Chinese version of the glasses, it can translate from English to Chinese or from Chinese to English, and it does that really fast. I was really impressed with the translation speed. It's kind of fun. One big downside though is that it does need Wi-Fi for the translation function to work. This can be either a hotspot from your phone or a local Wi-Fi network, but it does need to be connected to the internet. You can set the Wi-Fi settings from the Xiaomi Glasses app. For now, these are the functions, but they mentioned that they will run an update just a few weeks from now. They did mention that it will get notifications from your phone, like incoming messages. It will get navigation, so you can see which roads to take from the glasses. So then how's the camera? Well, it's got a dual camera setup which allows you to film and take photos from your point of view. The main camera is 50 megapixel wide angle lens that has a 5x digital zoom. You can see that some of these photos come out looking pretty good. Although I did notice that the photos have a 4080 by 3072 pixels resolution, which actually makes its output 14 megapixel photos. At night, these photos are not the best, although I did manage to get some decent photos when there's a bit of light in the scene, but if there's not enough light, they come out really noisy, so just be aware of that. The videos are quite good. Again, it's not mind-blowing. It's got quite some jittery footage when you move your head around real fast. But especially during the day, it's not all that bad. You can see some of these videos right here. Just walked out of the office down to the water. First time having this thing on. And I see the moon. Yeah, behind there's my office. Behind there's the water. At night, it gave some decent results when there's some light around again. But when it gets very dark, the video quality also does suffer. I had to go get a PCR test, so I figured it was kind of fun to film that. Although that didn't go entirely unnoticed. The telephoto lens did give some nice results. These photos are taken at 5x, or just the normal focal length of this lens, and it can go up to 15x, which basically is a 3 times digital zoom. Then there's video with this lens. I noticed the moon during the day, as you can see in the video with the wide-angle lens here, but then I zoomed in and the results weren't all that bad actually. Some of these shots I like quite a bit. At night when I was on the bike, it also didn't do a bad job. Sure, it's not as good as you might have on a mobile phone, but it was kind of fun to shoot. One thing to note is that when you're filming using the wide-angle lens, you cannot swap between the two lenses when you're actually filming. So after using it for a few weeks, what do I think of the Xiaomi Smart glasses? Well, first of all, the packaging, the carrying case, and the build quality of the glasses are all impressive. Sure, it is the first version of such a product in the Xiaomi universe, but for a first version, it's done quite well. I like the display, it's bright, it's readable, and it's positioned well enough for you to be able to focus on the real world. You can actually see through it and focus on something that is behind it, and then shift focus to seeing what's on screen. I actually did it while biking, which is probably not advisable. Charging was fast, although the battery life is somewhat limited with its 3 hours of on-screen time, but it will automatically turn off when you're not using it, so it's not that you put it on your head and 3 hours later it will have a dead battery. The camera is decent. It's not the best camera, and you can really not compare it with a camera like you'd have on the Xiaomi 12 Ultra, but it's okay, it's good enough, especially for a first version of such a product. I think it's acceptable. The videos were pretty cool though. Again, they're not the best, but for what it is acceptable. I would like to see some more camera functionality in the future though. Things like setting the resolution, maybe slow-mo. I would like to see higher megapixel photos, maybe 4K video. There's definitely some improvements that I would love to see in a next version of these glasses. I was impressed with the Xiaomi translation speed though. It's really, really fast, and it's fun to see a conversation that way, like literally in front of your eye. Although I did not like the fact that you need to go back and forth with the Xiaomi Glasses app on your phone to set up a Wi-Fi network for it to work. Sure, you can always set it up using your phone hotspot and always use that, but that's something that could use some improvements in the future. Maybe it could have a list of safe networks that you can access directly from the glasses, or maybe a version 2 of the glasses could use an eSIM, especially if it gets more functionality over time, of which some of them might need an internet connection. That would kind of make sense. And that's the next thing on the list. I am excited to see more updates for the glasses. Notifications and navigation both sound like two very interesting features for the glasses to get, and we should be getting those in a few weeks, so I'm quite excited to see that. But I would love to see more. I would really love to see a live translation from the camera. Perhaps taking a photo of a menu in a restaurant or street signs and then allowing it to translate the text that you capture. I would really love that feature on the glasses. And maybe controlling your Xiaomi Smart products from the glasses. That would make sense. So overall, the glasses are fun. Sure, they are a bit of a gimmick. They look really futuristic, but I'd like to see how this will develop in the future. The Xiaomi Smart glasses came out in a crowdfunding campaign in the Xiaomi Youpin store here in China, where they had a pre-sale for 24.99 RMB, which is around 360 euros, or 360 US dollars at the moment, and I believe they will sell for around 400 after the crowdfunding campaign. Please note that I've got the China mainland version of the Xiaomi glasses, and they use Xiaomi as their AI engine, but I wouldn't be surprised that they might launch a global version in the near future as well. So what do you guys think of the Xiaomi Media Smart glasses? Is this something you think is too gimmicky? Is it something you want to go and pick up, and why? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below this video, and if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, know that you probably should. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see y'all soon. Peace!